right, the stage is set for tonight's NewsNation Town Hall with 2024 candidate Vivek. I can say his name. It's easy. Vivek Ramaswamy. It rolls right. Is it Vivek?
Vivek.
Oh,
Rhymes
Leland.
with cake.
Thank you for telling me that, because
Yes.
I've been calling him Vivek the whole time. Vivek Ramaswamy.
The former pharmaceutical executive will be here live in Chicago, fielding questions from voters in New Hampshire, Iowa, and from our website on a range of hot-button issues later on this evening. We're excited.
The aforementioned
Yeah.
Leland Vittert sitting right here at our table with us, Washington chief anchor. Thank you for being here. I got to hang out with you. You got to hang out with me around a big plate of food, fair food.
Where was I?
You
Wasn't
were here
invited
in
this
Chicago. We were at the fair. We were at the state fair in Des Moines, Iowa.
She didn't bring you any leftover, any of the cookies in a bucket?
I got nothing
Travel
from
well.
you either.
It just doesn't travel well. But why, I love the conversation that you've had with him that I've seen so far. I love that you've pulled out these bits and pieces along the campaign trail showing how well he can work a room.
Yeah, he really can. I think what's interesting is that if a human being can go viral in a good way, he has. And that's really how he has gone from an asterisk, if you even want to give him an asterisk in the Republican nomination fight, to now number 3 in the polls. And that's what's going to be the conversation tonight, which is, okay, you've been able to capture this thing in the Republican electorate right now. How do you take that thing and then use it to actually talk and be substantive on the issues? So tonight, the audience has some really spectacular questions. Thankfully, the audience has made my job pretty easy.
Awesome.
Because I don't have to come up with any questions. We can just let them ask the questions and get sort of drill down really on what his worldview is and why and how he's going to be able to implement that.
Yeah. I know on Friday you were saying it's hard at the state fair to not show who you really are as a person. It's hard when you have fair food, music. We saw him rap to Eminem on stage. Do you think that he did a good job of showing voters and potential, constituents who he is as a person? Did that work wonders for him?
It's a great question. Look, it's impossible to not be yourself at the fair. Now, if yourself is uncomfortable in front of crowds, as we've seen from other candidates, or yourself just doesn't have it in retail politics, a state fair exposes that, right? There's nobody who is running a more, and I will use this term judiciously, authentic campaign this time around than Vivek Ramaswamy is. He is running sort of the least safe campaign, to your point. He'll go rap, he'll go talk to anybody, he'll allow, unlike every other candidate, sort of quote-unquote journalist or activist, to come up and engage with him, as he did yesterday with this LGBTQ journalist, activist. And it was really impressive. I mean, he just has that ability. Now, does that translate into widespread and mass support? Don't know. I mean, we've seen candidates like this before, almost thinking Ross Perot in 1992, who catches onto a stream of the population, sort of finds a thread, if you will, or a seam, and then isn't quite able to expand beyond it. We don't know if he's going to be able to do that yet.
He is 38 years old, the youngest to run for president.
Makes us all feel like we've been slacking, right?
What have I been doing?
His wife looks very charming.
Yeah.
Is he a billionaire?
No.
He's a multi-millionaire.
Multi-millionaire. And look, to be fair, and this will come up tonight, there's some questions about how much of his success was his success and how much of his success was success on the backs of investors who didn't do as well. He is a consummate salesman, right? He has found something, sort of a secret sauce to sell right now, and he's a very, very good salesman. So we're gonna get into that. His wife may be even more impressive. She's a throat surgeon. They met at Yale. And what's interesting, and I think if you all end up having her go out on the trail with him, is really an interesting thing to pull on, and we have some sound on this, but is how she's decided, and they've decided together, that they're going to put their kids as part of the campaign. She's going to be front and center in the campaign. Very different than even Ron DeSantis' wife, who's being very hidden and very protected, and his kids really are just sort of off to the side and seen, not heard. Yeah. They're both heard.
She was so well, they're both so well spoken.
Very impressive.
Yeah, very impressive couple for sure. Leland Vittert, it's so good to see you on set with us.
Great to see you guys. Thank you.
This morning, good luck tonight,
Yeah,
and you can watch that town hall this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, only here on NewsNation.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.